let's start with Witcher. Let's wrap up The Witcher a little bit because everybody's starting to forget about it, even though it just came out a week ago. It didn't do very well, ratings-wise. 577,000 in the first 4 days, according to Samba TV, which is, and I did my math earlier in the week, so we don't really need the Asian right now. That's 140,000 views a day for a show that cost, these last two seasons are $250 million they spent.
Wow.
Drinker got that much in the first hour of his Badlands video.
Yeah. I think, well, he got more than that in the first, 6 hours of his Witcher 4 video. Right, of his video about Witcher 4, and he got more than in 500. He was like at 500,000 by then, so that's where he was at, and they're going to continue on. But this is indicative of everything that's happened to fantasy right now. It is just continuing to roll out slop that you know is going to fail. And they spend all this money to save face. Netflix has money to burn, but there's a point where you absolutely have to stop this. Like you just have to remember when they used to cancel shows? They used to just fucking cancel shows. They canceled Mindhunter, which is a good show.
That's a great show. I'm so sad we didn't see the end of that.
Yeah, but we got 4 seasons of this. Why? Because they wanted to save face. They didn't want to look bad. Henry made them look bad, but they made Henry look bad, and they made themselves look bad, and they, by all accounts, should have just canceled it or fired Lauren Hissrich or whatever. It was fun to meme. It was, and I know some people are out there saying season 4 wasn't as bad as season 3. I give you the rats. The rats make everything worse. They are fucking terrible.
I couldn't stand him. I wanted them to die, and then I heard they did die, and that might make me watch their last episode.
Even them dying, though, they should have died in the first 5 minutes of season 4, and you might have had me a little bit, but you waited till the very end, and then they made a movie on him, an entire movie.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said it should have been canceled a long time ago, but we got 4 seasons. No, we're getting 5 seasons, a spin-off show, and a movie. That's how much they got out of this thing.
Yeah, there's another animated one coming out, I think, too. But they're done though. Once they're done with post for season 5, it's over. So it got canceled. They filmed 2 seasons back to back, burned $250 million just so they would save face. I would argue you would get a lot more respect if you would have just canceled it. If you'd have just canceled it, people would go, yeah, we understand. Maybe I think you're going to have a net loss of subscribers from this show. Instead of
under some contractual obligation like Rings of Power is? Did they have to do 5?
Here's my guess. My guess is that all the deals were done and signed when Liam Hemsworth agreed to come on, and all of this was before season 3 actually came out. That's my guess, because before season 3 came out is when Henry Cavill made the announcement. We knew he was gone already. Mm-hmm. So. Yep. And I don't think they expected the level of backlash to be what it was. I think that if he had made the announcement, hey, I'm leaving, not sure who's replacing me, but this is my last season as The Witcher, and everybody freaked the fuck out and melted down, I think there's a good chance they would not have decided to continue on after seeing the way the fans reacted. But I think they were pretty locked in after that.
I think a company can do whatever the fuck they want and fire people, but I think what's considered as the political capital that would be lost by signing a person, firing them, getting a bad reputation, pissing off an agency. I think that is the motivating factor, and they're willing to burn some money rather than take heat from a union or an agency. But they could cancel whenever they want. They can cancel something. California is an at-will state, and if you don't want to spend money on something, you don't have to, and you can buy people out too. And maybe they just thought it was better to not. Either way, we got some laughs, something to laugh at, because October has been kind of a bloodbath for Hollywood, as we expected, because they released nothing. And the one tent pole was fucking... Does Tron Aries feel like it was a year ago when it came out?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah. I have not thought about it a single time this entire week until you mentioned it. And then I was like, oh, that did exist.
Remember how much arguing there was about how good it was for 48 hours?
Yeah, dude.
People really fighting back going, it's
all the programs
actually good. Out. Yeah.
All the Tron stands that we did not know existed for this franchise that probably shouldn't be a fucking franchise. They came out in droves to tell you that it was just fantastic, and it's going to be really well respected and all of this shit. What did it make, Odin? $160 million?
Best say, I think at this point, last update, it's 135.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oof.
And what was the budget on it?
It's at let's just say it's at a $205 million loss as of right now.
Maybe it's just getting a slow
And that's based
start.
on the numbers they've said.
Yeah,
That's
Yes.
not necessarily.
I have had people
Over
tell
10
me
years.
that like it's going to be like Tron Legacy. You just didn't like it now because you're short-sighted, but it will gain a cult following over many years, and people will look back on Tron Aries fondly, just like they do Tron Legacy. They fucking won't. No, but you know, nice to be told this from a Twitter account that was created in October 2025 as well.
Well, and it's like, you know, Tron Legacy, it wasn't exactly a smash hit at the box office. That was like a under 400 million, 375, 380, somewhere around there. So it didn't exactly blow up or anything. But now you're looking at Tron Aries, which with ticket prices being twice as expensive as they were then, is going to get less than half of the box office of Tron Legacy. Like it's not even fucking close. I mean, this is abysmal. I don't know why you would spend $200 million on a Tron movie. Like we've had Tron Legacy. We had that one Disney XD cartoon or whatever. Where's like the audience that you feel confident saying that we should put $200 million behind this? I don't understand.
It has been. Like, even the original movie didn't do that particularly well. It was, I think, it was the highest grossing Disney movie at the time of the previous 5 years, but they made it and they took a big swing on it because all the rest of their movies sucked. And then Tron came out. The original did just okay. I think it just about made its budget back, and they thought, well, yeah, okay, but that's not really enough of a fan base to justify doing a sequel for the next 30 years, so they didn't. And then over 30 years, it got a cult following, and then they thought, well, you know, we're a bit desperate now in 2012 or whenever Legacy came out, we'll give it another go. Basically the same story, just about, I think, makes its money back. There's no massive clamor for another one. They don't make another one, then they get desperate, then they go back again, and then Ares comes out. It's the franchise of last resort for Disney. You know they're fucked up when they're going back to do Tron.
That's a good way to put it.
It really is.
Not a good place.
It's like the pity fuck of
I guess we'll go back to you, Tron.
like the slump buster, but it wasn't.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.